So you're going to see a lot of that in their pickleball play.
That's great deep serve from Ignatowicz, not allowing Stocksrud to come in.
He was like in the air as he hit that topspin forehand.
That was a little shorter. Still got a ball that he liked, Ignatowicz, but leaves it in the net, even though he had the open court there for the cross-court backhand.
Oh. Yeah, this is going to be such a nice match. Two really great players. Stocksrud, the #1 seed here today. Ignatowicz, the #4 seed.
Yeah, we had no surprises in the quarters. Seeds 1 through 8 made it. And Stocksrud's made 3 down the line backhands.
Oh yeah, that was a really nice return. Backed Stocksrud up even farther off the line.
Yeah, other than that one serve where Stocksrud did not come in, Ignatowicz's serves are a little bit short right now. I'd like to see him put a little more pace, a little more air under them. Oh, it's beautiful.
I mean, he did that so quick. I barely even saw what happened.
Yeah, he flicked it with his left hand to angle the paddle. Nothing that Stocksrud could do.
Yeah, a little bit short on the serve here.
Yep. Well, just great angle volley there from Stocksrud. Yep, was wondering if Stocksrud was going to mix it up with the backhand. He's gone up the line 3 times. This time he goes cross court. Got a little bit of help from the net there.
Yeah, but his serves have been very deep. Ignatowicz is, at least on the forehand side, has been like short hopping his serves as he kind of comes into them on the return.
Yeah, Stocksrud really puts his weight into that serve, kind of swings his right leg into the court just to get a little more power.
Oh, that's a nice one.
That was a good serve. Yeah. Yeah, and you saw the difference in the kind of ball he got back because his serve was so much better. I mean, it doesn't go his way here ultimately, but that serve was much better from Ignatowicz.
Yeah, I mean, Stocksrud just proves tournament after tournament why he is at the top of the singles game right now, amongst some other very good company.
Wow. Point.
That was very close. Ignatowicz gave it kind of a second look, wasn't sure, but too close to call. Ooh, almost.
Yeah.
Yeah, just see how he throws his body into that serve, and Ignatowicz has done a good job returning it. Just short, like you said, just short hops it.
thought Ignatowicz might have been able to take that previous ball out of the air if he had committed to coming forward.
Good deep serve. Yeah, much better from Ignatowicz there. Pushing that serve much deeper. Gets a shorter return. Sets up the whole point for himself. He's going to need a lot more of those. Yeah, that one's way too short. Way too short on that serve. It could be, you know, he's also facing a little bit of wind, so that's going to be harder, obviously, to push the serve deeper, whereas Stockford is serving with the wind at his back. Oh, didn't help him there. I want to see Ignatowicz really get some more on this serve, try to push it deeper. Goes for a little bit of a spin, serve instead. Just so much sliding. There's a lot of sliding going on here.
10-3. Point. Game. 11-3. Stackford. In change. 2 minutes. I got it.
Back into the action right after this. Welcome back, everyone, to our men's semifinal matchup here at the APP SUNMED LA Open. It's our final day of coverage, which means it is singles day. And we'll have a ladies semifinal coming up following this one. Lina Pidigamete takes on Anna Bright. But first, we have to see which of these gentlemen is going to make it into the winner bracket final. Federico Staksrud on the far end already has one game in his pocket. James Ignatowicz on the near end for game 2. Looking to find a little bit more success than he did in game 1.
Yeah, it's a beautiful backhand up the line from Ignatowicz. I want to see if the side makes a difference with his serve, I want to see him pushing his serve much deeper.
0-1.
He goes for kind of a lob serve. Just misses. Some kind of backup. I would have liked to see him close in. He could have maybe taken that out of the air. Maybe he misread it.
1-0.
Oh, it's just a great volley. Not a bad spot from Staxford, but just Ignatowicz got there quickly and angled that paddle
0-1.
so well. Yeah, he's just not hitting that serve. Misses again.
I mean, again, hasn't been playing pro pickleball very long, or pickleball in general. So,
1-0.
you know, a lot of times you see players, and even after they've been playing for a year, they'll something in their game will
Right.
improve, or they'll change
Yeah.
it up. So maybe, you know, Ignatowicz just, it's one of those things where maybe his serve,
0-1.
he hasn't paid enough attention to what he's doing with it. Maybe it can be a little bit better, a little deeper. And you gotta listen to the wise words of Daniel Roditi, singles specialist in his heyday.
Side out.
Yeah, and the serve is just, it really is a confidence thing.
Oh,
That's going
it's
to be
going
in.
in.
Point.
Especially in tournaments. I had a good amount of trouble with my serve, not doing enough with it, I feel.
1-1.
Misses wide.
Side out. 1-1. Point.
It's too good from Stocksrud.
Two, 1. Side out.
Ignatowicz uses that two-handed backhand volley quite a bit. Yeah, there he goes. That's what I wanted to see earlier. He had a very similar point where he kind of backed off and let the ball bounce. This time he closes in, takes it out of the air before Stocksford could recover. Well done from Ignatowicz.
Point.
Yeah, he does a really nice job keeping his volleys and drives pretty low.
3-2.
Oh, it just missed.
Side out.
And we've talked about this before, but don't you think, you know, when you have a player that hasn't been playing as long, the consistency is something that will come as they get more reps?
Yep. Yeah, you're still trying to figure out the game a little bit. You're trying to figure out how the ball comes off the paddle on certain shots, and when you try topspin, what the ball does, when you slice it, all those kinds of things, all those nuances of playing pickleball. Oh, just a beautiful ATP from Stocksrud. Got a little help from the net. Yeah, that ball just gets pushed a little bit further out. Good patience from him, recognizing that and just waiting for that ball to get outside the post.
4-3.
Pushes it to that back corner. Yeah, he loves that inside-out forehand. He's so good at it.
5-3. 1 minute.
And we're going to have a timeout here from Ignatowicz as Stacksrud's pulling away a little here in game 2 after taking game 1. So Ignatowicz trying to avoid getting knocked out in 2. He's going to have to win the second game to try and force a third. Otherwise, he's going to be dropped into our consolation bracket, have to do a little work there if he wants to get back into our medal rounds. And as you mentioned, our other semifinal also set here in our men's pro singles bracket. Julian Arnold taking on Dylan Frazier. So winner of this match will get the winner of that.
Yeah, Frazier taking down Hayden Patriquin. 11-8, 11-0.
As I mentioned, we'll have our first women's semifinal up next. Elena Padigamete will take on Anna Bright. And then Mary Brasha is taking on Lacey Schneeman in the other semi in our women's bracket.
Oh, great point from Ignatowicz.
A couple balls earlier in the rally, I was really surprised Ignatowicz didn't take out of the air. It seems like every once in a while he lets a ball drop a little unnecessarily, it seems. That kind of puts him a little out of position or makes him have to work a little harder. Oh, wow. Oh, my gosh.
Wow.
Come on.
Wow, great gets. And it's part of what we were just talking about, learning, like he'll start identifying, okay, I need to come in, use my length, take that ball out of the air.
4-5.
Ooh. So I just mentioned Patriquin got beat by Frazier 11-6, 11-0, and then he withdrew from the back. He was going to play Tito Yadro. I just hope he's okay. I hope it's not an injury.
Nice leave there from Ignatowicz.
See if I can find out from Hayden.
Yep, Patriquin had a great day yesterday, getting silver with Julian Arnold after getting bronze together in SoCal last weekend. Ignatowicz seems to be in all the right places at the right time, but just struggling a little bit on some execution.
6-4.
Seriously. I mean, you're wondering why I'm not playing this year? That's why I'm not playing this year. Look at these guys.
Right here. This is why.
Yeah, no way.
7-4.
Oh, just missed. He loves that inside out, but misses it wide. And I just got a text back from Hayden. He said he tweaked his back stretching for a ball, unfortunately.
He had a really nice weekend, though, so hopefully it's nothing too crazy, and he'll be back in action shortly. Timeout here from Ignatowicz. And this is just one of the more... I mean, singles is always so much more effort than you have to give than doubles, but this is at another level. I'm not sure I've seen two gentlemen that have had to move this much to be able to get it by each other.
Yeah, we saw, a match that could have been a lot like this in Arnold and Joseph, but there were... unfortunately in that match, there were just a lot of unforced errors on both sides, So we didn't see as many points like this.
Right now up on CC2, men's pro singles, Julian Arnold versus Dylan Frazier.
And we just...
This is a semifinal final.
Heard the call for Arnold and Frazier will be playing on CC2.
Yeah,
That'll
they'll
be a great
next to
match.
us.
Wow.
Oh, he gets
Full
it.
slide,
Yeah, it's
forehand
just,
pass.
I will never stop being impressed with the ability to slide
Yeah.
and then hit a good shot
Yeah.
in the middle of that.
Yeah, and it's like you said, it's a, you know, of course, a tennis thing. They're so used to, and they're so comfortable. You know, you used to only see that on clay courts in tennis. You're starting to see it on
Oh, I don't know what's going on here
something with his hand.
Ivanovic.
I don't know if it's
He
a,
calls a timeout. I don't know if it's just
is it sweat?
sweaty.
How about a wristband, buddy?
I know. I was just
I
going to be
mean,
like, put a
there's
wristband
there's
on
an easy
that.
fix for that.
So he burns his second and final timeout. I'm not even going to say anything about Alex right now.
Alex is getting ready for his photo shoot coming up.
Putting on a show for us over
He's
here.
oiling himself up. Yeah, he's getting baby oil on himself. He's gonna have a photo shoot soon.
I mean, it
Modeling
really- it
his new
really is.
shorts. Tag sticking out though. That's not a good look.
All right, so after a quick second timeout burn from Ignatovic, I think after still a little too sweaty on the hand, maybe losing a little grip on his paddle, but takes the lead.
Yeah, we talked about it before. Players are very particular about how everything feels, the paddle, the grip. And if you're not used to wearing a wristband on that side, some players just don't like the feel of it. It just, they're not used to it. Yeah, just too good from Stocksford. Great gets from both of them. Inching closer here to try to get to the winner bracket final, of course. Ensuring for himself a spot on the podium if he manages to get these 2 points. Oh, there it is again.
Yeah, that's just so nice.
He's so good with that ball. And sometimes he'll hit it hard, but a lot of times he'll do what we just saw right there. Just takes the pace off of it, rolls it.
Match point.
Ooh, that ball might have missed, but
And there it is. Again, Saxrud takes that out of the air, ensuring that the next one does not come back. So Staksrud gets the first spot in the winner bracket final. We'll still await his opponent, but a women's semifinal match coming up next. Elena Padigamete takes on Anna Bright. I'll head to the Franklin studio, and then we're back into the action right after this.
The APP SoCal Classic is brought to you by Pickleball Central, the Pickleball Superstore, catering from beginners to pros. Yola, for the champion in you. SUNMED, the official CBD sponsor of the APP. Keto Crisp, a delicious blend of healthy fat, protein, and energy to fuel your day. It's about what you can do, not what you can't.
like to dink? Then Pickleball Magazine has what you're looking for. Our bi-monthly print publication will help you become a better player with instructional tips, drills, and articles from the top teaching pros in the sport. And you'll become a healthier, stronger player with psychological, nutritional, and wellness advice from experts in their fields. Finally, if it's product reviews or the latest news, we have that too. To learn more or to subscribe today, go to pickleballmagazine.com.
If SoCal has you wondering, where do I begin? Start here. Cheering for the visiting team? Here's your line of scrimmage. Come for a culinary odyssey? Tonight's special is everything. Here for work? Hang around for the weekend. Hit 3 theme parks. Crush coffees or crafty beers or whatever strikes your fancy. Because with friendly locals, Main Street vibes, easy accommodations, and all of SoCal within reach, no matter what you've come to get up to, in El Segundo, we'll invite you to start here.
So ready for next gen.
This is Next Gen Pickleball.
I'm so ready for the Next Gen Tour.
Super excited about Next Gen.
I can't wait for the APP Next Gen Tour.
I'm super excited for next gen.
Welcome back to the Franklin studio. Lauren McLaughlin here with Federico Staxford, who is heading to our winter bracket final. You're coming off a gold medal win last weekend in SoCal. That match, you faced Ignatovic a couple times now. He's always a difficult opponent. What's your strategy when you know you're coming up against him? He's got the length, he's got the speed. How do you come out on top?
Yeah, I gotta play my best game. If I don't play my best game, I'm gonna lose. I know that, so that kind of motivates me to be every point like with my A game, I guess. And yeah, it's just trying to keep as less unforced errors as I can.
The APP SoCal Classic is brought to you by Pickleball Central, the Pickleball Superstore, catering from beginners to pros. Yola, for the champion in you. SUNMED, the official CBD sponsor of the APP. Keto Crisp, a delicious blend of healthy fat, protein, and energy to fuel your day. It's about what you can do, not what you can't.
Welcome back, everyone. We have our first women's pro singles match coming up now on championship court here at the APP SUNMED LA Open. Lina Pedigamete on the near end takes on Anna Bright on the far end. Pedigamete, 29 years old, originally from Lithuania, now lives in Austin, Texas. Bright. That was almost a J.W. Johnson situation.
I wonder, was she looking up at the sun?
I don't know. I think she just thought it was going to go out. Pedigamete played college tennis at the University of Texas. And fun fact, at MLP, she was, I think, the only player who was 100% undefeated. She didn't lose a single match that she played in the entire time at MLP.
That's amazing.
Yeah, she's a real force out here, and obviously one of the taller ladies on tour.
Yeah.
I believe she's 6 foot, maybe 6'1". So shout out to all the tall queens out there.
0-2.
Oh, beautiful shot there from Bright. Bright, 22 years old, a recent graduate from the University of California, Berkeley, where she actually graduated a year ahead of when she normally would, because she forewent her senior year of high school to be able to get recruited to the tennis team there.
One of those smart people.
Yeah. I did not get asked to skip any years of school.
They like me so much, they asked me to repeat a couple.
You were like, I wanted to stay longer.
I mean, they just loved me. They're like, we're going to want you to do this again.
Ooh, a little too much backspin on that.
Short.
But it was, you probably have not heard it, but while we were playing in Cincinnati, I was commentating a match with Lina, and it just kind of struck me that she very much reminds me of one of the women from Wonder Woman, who come from the island of Amazonian goddesses.
Okay.
Where Diana, a.k.a. Wonder Woman, came from. So essentially now she's the Wonder Woman of pickleball.
Nice. I'm not very knowledgeable of the Wonder Woman, but I'll take your word for it.
I mean, you know who Wonder Woman is.
Yes, yes. Just didn't watch the movie.
It's a good start. Oh,
nice.
That's so nice.
Moved in well, took it out of the air.
Yeah, really nice job.
Yeah, great job.
Being aggressive, which we know Anna Bright always is going to be.
Yeah, good angle volley there. I think we have a timeout called by Pedigamete.
Yeah, so Bright doesn't have, you know, the length and height that Pedigamete has, but she, of course, has the amazing shots
that come
strokes
from
her very high-level tennis. She has that very competitive nature, so she's going to be aggressive. She's looking for, you know, the shots that she can crash into, get up to the net. We've seen a lot of some of the tennis players that have transitioned over, especially in the women's game, to singles, have stayed back a little bit more,
Yeah.
worked more of the ground strokes, which can be successful for them. But normally in singles, you know, it's a rule of thumb that you're going to want to try and get to the net,
Right.
control the rally from there.
Yeah, often for the women, because they don't have the length to cover at the net, but yet are facing really good passing shots. It just makes them hesitant to come in, feeling vulnerable at the kitchen line, feeling like they're going to be passed easily. I still like applying pressure, the women that I work with and train. Because as you can see right there, I mean, Pedigamete is not like she's just blowing the ball by Bright, and by Bright being up at that kitchen line just puts so much more pressure on you. It forces you to do something versus just keep the ball in play. Yeah, great volley from Pedigamete there.
Oh, what a drop. I mean, how does that even make it over the net? Let alone just sink like a rock.
Oh, that was a great shot. So good. Just heard an andiamo from court
next door.
2. Yeah, so Mr. Arnold trying to do some work in the semifinal match.
Nice job by Bright. Wait until Pedigamete kind of committed to covering the middle. Doubles up down that sideline. Tied up at 4. Yeah, Bright just has some amazing passing shots. She is the number 1 seed here today in women's pro singles. Pedigamete, the number 5 seed.
Just miss. Just missed there. Good idea from Bright. That was the open court.
Four, 5.
Is it?
He just said the score backwards.
5-4. It's 5-4, right?
No, he said 4. Oh.
So we need to correct it
he
on our
said
board. It's
4-4.
5-4.
Excuse us. Could have sworn he said 4-4.
Right.
But the players didn't
Right.
seem like anything was wrong, so
Nope.
I assume they thought that was correct as well.
Serves called out. Confirmed by the ref.
see, real great get from Padigamete on that side, but because she's got to take that out of the air and she's reaching so much, leaves it up, and Bright, being as aggressive as she is, she's going to come forward, sees that opportunity.
Yep. For the viewers out there, if you like playing singles and you attempt to pass, even if the ball's not going to get through, if you see your opponent fully stretched out like that, you want to start moving forward in case you get one of those balls that floats just a little bit, like we just saw in that last point. You can then take the next one out of the air and reduce the recovery time that your opponent has to get to a better position.
Yeah, we talk so much about how in singles especially it's important if you can take the ball out of the air to do so, because then that just extra half second to a second that your opponent is not able to set up, get ready for the next one, can be crucial in singles.
Yep, exactly right. I noticed something on Bright's serve, because we talked about how she twirls her paddle before she serves, and I was watching her in the doubles. Yeah, good ball by Padigamete. In the doubles, I guess because the serve is not as important, she kind of serves a little quicker. She does twirl paddle better. There's a kind of subtle difference between when she does it in singles and she does it in doubles.
She takes her time more in singles?
Yes. Like, in the doubles, she kind of gets to her serve quickly. Oh, that's just a great ball. Good get. Great reach from Padigamete right there. Guessing that Bright was going to go to the opposite corner. Instead, she went behind her.
Wow.
That stays in. Oh, he was calling. The ref was calling the ball out.
Oh, I mean, maybe it wasn't, but it still
well,
got played.
I don't know if he thought it hit.
Maybe the post.
Yeah, so if it hits the cord that doesn't have tape over it, just above the post, that is out. And maybe he thought it hit that because he was making a call, which I don't normally see the refs make, but good try.
Yeah, it did happen very quickly.
That ball misses wide. Got game point for Bright in this game 1.
Padigamete just holding strong there at the net. Trying to work Bright around, finally able to get it past her.
Yeah, great job by Bright. Again, taking the ball out of the air, but this time Padigamete is ready with that reach. We're going to see here on the forehand side, just pushes that ball up. Great cover by her.
Yeah, it's tough. Padigamete looks like some of those volleys, she is not quite rolling them as much as she would because they're a little bit lower, so she's not quite able to get on top of them, which leaves them up a little high.
Right.
And I think she is anticipating Bright's shots very well because Bright really is getting kind of some good opportunities to attack those balls that Padigamete is leaving up a little high.
Yep.
But a timeout here from Bright as Padigamete picking up a little steam here. Putting a couple points together here in game 1 of this women's semifinal match. Padigimete looking to close the gap a little bit more here.
Yeah, she kind of slices that ball instead of rolling, and maybe she didn't feel like she could get under it, but lets it kind of float a little bit, allowing Bright to get back to that ball, putting it away, and yet another game point. Little update on the men's side in the back draw. Rafa Hewitt taking out Hunter Johnson, 15-11.
Wow.
Ooh, great shot by Padigimete. So he is taking on Alex Newman on one of our outer courts right now. Should be a great match. Good roll. And we can't see him, but we certainly can hear Arnold cheering himself up on court 2.
Another game point here for Bright. Oh.
Ooh.
Second final call. Court number 9, Gabriel Joseph. Second and final call. Court number 9, Gabriel Joseph. Your referee is waiting for you.
Oh, Gabe. Oh, that shot
That's
from
a great
Anna
get from Bright to take game 1.
Wow, finally gets the job done. Took a
Well
few chances, but Padigimete put up a good fight here. Let's see if she can turn the tides a little bit her way in game 2. Back into the action right after this. Welcome back for game number 2 here in our Women's Pro Singles semifinal match. Anna Bright on the near end for game 2. Lina Padigamete on the far end. Anna Bright taking game 1, 11-7. Oh, Anna. She's fun. She says, was that a lob? Was that a roll? We'll probably never know. Everyone does like to say Anna Bright should be mic'd up at all times. She says some of the best stuff. Padigamete kept things fairly close.
Yeah.
The score was a little bit wider than really the play dictated.
Yeah, Bright's got to keep that ball a little lower with Padigamente's length. Yeah, nice ball.
Yeah, that couple balls previous, I wanted to see Padigamete take that out of the air, but she kind of took that half step back to let it bounce. And some players, maybe they're more comfortable taking it off the bounce. They feel like that's a more comfortable shot for them.
Yep.
Oh, it's out. Almost stayed in, but
Just missing. Just missing wide. And in the other semifinal for the ladies, Mary Brasha with a lead over Lacey Schneeman, winning first game, 11-1, and I think it's pretty close second game. They were tied at 2. Last update I got.
all right, that ball did a little something funky.
Yeah, that was weird. That ball did not bounce.
And the thing that's a little funky about pickleballs is because they have all those holes.
Yep.
There are times, it's just going to hit like right on one of the holes, a weird opening, and it's going to affect how that ball bounces.
Yeah, yet another reason why I don't think we should allow spin serves. The ball already bounces weird as it is.
Look
even
at you
on
just
a
trying
normal
to
serve.
dive right back into a controversial subject.
I know. I'm sorry.
You know me, I love my drama.
Oh, yeah. Well played from Bright.
Yeah, it's just so tough because she's up at the kitchen line. Padigamete is pinned to that baseline. It's just all the pressure really is on Padigamete to try and make something happen there because Bright just got herself in a better position.
Oh, great gets from both ladies there. Padigamete at the kitchen line, stretching for those volleys.
Who was that? Did you see who that was that walked in?
Oh.
A pro I saw out of the corner of my eye definitely wasn't happy coming into the pro tent. Sounded like he might have been breaking some stuff.
Ooh, yeah.
Timeout here from Pitigamete. Just trailing by 1 now. She's going to get perhaps a couple words of advice from Stefan Auvergne over there. Her usual mixed partner. They played together on Friday. Typically in singles, I mean, this has been a very, evenly matched second game. The score is still fairly low. What do you think a timeout so early in this game is about for Pitigamete?
I don't know if it's, there may be a little bit of fatigue and just wants to, not let it get away from her just simply by being tired for the next couple points. So it could be just a fatigue issue. Hard to know though. It is early. It's tight. I mean, it's not like Bright went on a run.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe it just needed a quick breather. I think that's her first time out.
Our referee for this match is Mike Konkis.
Oh, yeah. Great shot from Pitigamete, taking that return early. The return was pretty short by Bright. And Pitigamete moved up, took it on the rise, meaning the ball still moving up. Yeah, and this time takes it out of the air. So if you can't take it out of the air, sometimes short hopping it, taking the ball on the rise, still reducing the amount of time that your opponent has to recover is the next best thing. And we saw both examples there in the last 2 points by Pitigamete. Yeah, that time just leaves it just way too high. Wow, just great shots from Bright.
Again, just shows how important it is to be up at that net if you can. Really lets you dictate a little bit more. If you can keep your opponent on the move, that's really tough. Oh,
just a little wide. Although that would have been an easy ATP for Bright, but
well, now we know why Witzkin wasn't super happy. He lost to Matthias Johansson 11-8, 10-12, 12-10. So that's a bit of a heartbreaker.
Super close one. Maybe had a match point. Who knows? So no surprise on the men's pro senior pro, singles. Johansson will be taking on Olin in the winner bracket final. Numbers 1 and 2 seeds.
And our other men's semifinal over on court 2. It's in game 3 right now between Dylan Frazier and Julian Arnold. So that one is a close one as well. This is game 2 of our women's semifinal match right now. Lina Pitigamete getting a little coaching from Stefan, as I mentioned, over in her corner. Spot in the winner bracket final on the line here for our ladies.
Oh, that's just a beautiful cross-court roll from Bright. Not an easy shot to hit. Oh.
Yeah.
On that court. Oh, great volley. Not a bad ball from Perigamete, but Bright, just a great volley up the line. I think Perigamete was anticipating a ball that kind of floated more, but good stab there from Bright.
Good leave.
Side out. Bright will be serving at 7-4. Trying to inch closer. Oh. Okay. Looks like Mary Brasha maybe at a match point on the other semi. Yeah, good ball by Perigamete. Ball's called out. 8-4. Sorry, 8-5. And it looks like... Oh, good ball by Perigamete. Good read from Bright, just knowing where that ball was going to go, but couldn't quite get to it. So it looks like Mary Brasha won her semifinal match against Lacey Schneeman, 11-1, 11-8. So she'll be moving on. Take on the winner of this match.
Oh.
Potentially a rematch from last weekend, where she played Bright in the winner bracket final.
Yep,
and in the gold medal match.
Yep, ultimately Mary took gold medal. Her first ever pro medal. So had a lot of firsts.
Ooh. All right.
Very similarly to game one here, Perigamete is mounting a bit of a comeback.
Yeah.
And we're going to have a timeout here from Bright as a result. Perigamete 1 point away from tying this up. And I do wish we had our little close-up cam because, oh, we got it. Look at Alex Newman over there just without a shirt on, just in the stands, just getting some sun, evening out those tan lines. It's talking with Brendan Long over there, who's here rooting on Perigamete as well. Final day of coverage here in sunny SoCal. And then our two next gen series events kick off the next 2 weeks, first in Oklahoma City and then in San Antonio. And then at the same time, Daniel Roditi and myself will be in England.
Yes.
For the English Open. So all of those are going to be streamed on APP TV. If you haven't subscribed yet to our YouTube channel, go ahead and do that, because a lot of amazing events coming up you're not going to want to miss.
Yeah, can't wait. That should be a lot of fun. Wow.
Oh, such a nice spot there
So,
from Bright.
quick update. Rafa Hewitt took out Alex Newman 15-9, and then
That's why he's sunbathing in the stands.
Julian Arnold pulled out after losing that semifinal
Wow.
match to Frazier. I was wondering why I saw him walk off in his flip-flops carrying his bag, so I knew he only lost in the winner bracket, but looks like he has pulled out of the back. Hopefully it's not due to injury.
I mean, it didn't look like
I mean,
it.
he was walking fine.
You know, possibly
be.
due to something else.
Could be ego injury, I don't know.
Match point here for Anna Bright. And that will
And she
do
gets it.
So she will take a spot in the winner bracket final, and therefore the podium. Lina Pedigamete drops to our consolation bracket. And a quick update, we will have our men's winner bracket final coming up next. Dylan Frazier takes on Federico Staksrud. That's coming up next here on Championship Court at the SUNMED LA Open. Don't go anywhere. Back into the action right after this.
If you like to dink, then Pickleball Magazine has what you're looking for. Our bi-monthly print publication will help you become a better player with instructional tips, drills, and articles from the top teaching pros in the sport. And you'll become a healthier, stronger player with psychological, nutritional, and wellness advice from experts in their fields. Finally, if it's product reviews or the latest news, we have that too. To learn more or to subscribe today, go to pickleballmagazine.com.
If SoCal has you wondering, where do I begin? Start here. Cheering for the visiting team? Here's your line of scrimmage. Come for a culinary odyssey? Tonight's special is everything. Here for work? Hang around for the weekend. Hit 3 theme parks. Crush coffees or crafty beers or whatever strikes your fancy. Because with friendly locals, Main Street vibes, easy accommodations, and all of SoCal within reach, no matter what you've come to get up to, in El Segundo, we'll invite you to start here.
I'm so ready for next gen.
This is Next Gen Pickleball. I'm so ready for the Next Gen Tour.
Super excited about next gen.
I can't wait for the APP Next Gen Tour.
I'm super excited for next gen. so ready for next gen.
This is Next Gen Pickleball.
I'm so ready for the Next Gen Tour.
Super excited about next gen.
I can't wait for the APP Next Gen Tour.
I'm super excited for next gen.